Imagine you're walking through a prehistoric forest at sunset. Your friends are laughing around a fire after discovering naturally fermented fruit. You eat more than anyone else. At first, nothing feels different. Then your steps become slower. The shadows seem farther away. You laugh louder than usual, but somewhere beyond the trees, something else notices the noise. Here's the surprising part. This isn't just a made-up survival story. Scientists believe ancient humans almost certainly encountered naturally fermented fruits and honey long before anyone learned to brew alcohol. Our ancestors even evolved the ability to break down small amounts of alcohol millions of years ago. But surviving wasn't about handling alcohol. It was about staying alert. Ancient forests were home to lions, leopards, wolves, hyenas, bears, and other predators that constantly searched for easy opportunities. They weren't looking for the strongest prey. They were looking for the easiest mistake. And alcohol quietly creates mistakes. Modern neuroscience shows that even moderate intoxication slows reaction time, weakens balance, blurs judgment, and makes people underestimate danger. In today's world, those effects can lead to accidents. In the ancient world, they could decide whether you saw glowing eyes in the bushes before they saw you. But here's where the story becomes even more interesting. Despite living beside deadly predators for hundreds of thousands of years, humans didn't become Earth's dominant survivors because they were faster or stronger. They survived because they rarely faced danger alone. And that single advantage changes everything. Now comes the question your brain has been asking from the very beginning. Would this drunk ancient human actually survive? The honest scientific answer is probably not if he was completely alone. Alcohol slows reaction time, weakens balance, and makes people notice danger too late. Against a healthy lion, leopard, or giant hyena, those few lost seconds could be fatal. But prehistoric life was rarely that simple. Ancient humans almost never wandered alone at night. They lived, hunted, and survived in groups. So imagine the predator lunges. Just as it prepares to attack, the quiet forest suddenly explodes with shouting voices. Burning branches light up the darkness. Spears fly through the air. More humans emerge from the trees. The predator pauses. Modern studies show that predators don't just ask, "Can I win?" They ask, "Is this meal worth getting injured?" A wounded predator may never hunt successfully again. In many cases, that sudden wall of noise, fire, and cooperation is enough to make the hunter retreat. So could a drunk ancient human survive? Yes, but not because he was lucky, fearless, or stronger than the predator. He survived because other humans refused to leave him behind. That was humanity's greatest advantage. Long before cities, technology, or civilization, our ancestors survived because they protected each other when one of them was at their weakest. And maybe that's the biggest lesson hidden in this ancient story. Life rarely gives us warning before danger appears. Sometimes the predator isn't a lion hiding in the dark. Sometimes it's a bad decision, a moment of overconfidence, or a choice made when our judgment isn't at its best. The people who survive the longest aren't always the strongest. They're the ones who stay aware, think clearly, and surround themselves with people who won't abandon them when life becomes dangerous. Our ancestors understood something we often forget today. One careless moment can create a lifetime of consequences, but one loyal friend can change the ending of the story. If this documentary made you see ancient humans and maybe even yourself a little differently, you're exactly the kind of curious mind this channel is built for. There are many more hidden survival stories from our past waiting to be uncovered, and I'll see you in the next one.